made it clear, for the most part, it is a done deal. We still need to know more than a posting. I mean, more than a posting, more than a simple, oh, and by the way. We need to know, is there going to be a search committee? Who's going to be on the search committee? Are you looking internally? Are you expanding your search outside of this community? None of these questions have been answered, and with all due respect, I think we deserve those answers. I think we deserve more than we can't tell you anything, because that's simply not the facts, and that's not the case. And we've tried very hard to improve communication with you. You guys have done a phenomenal job sending us your agendas. We've sent them out to our membership. But communication is more than, that's facade. I mean, that's something, it's a quick, simple fix. We all need to know who each other are. We need to know what each other are doing on a weekly or monthly basis, depending on when we meet. But communication also extends to, I am about to completely change the face of your elementary school, and I can't tell you why, due to Mass General Law, chapter da-da-da-da, or whatever, however specific you wish to be. But then this is our plans to move forward. We hope all of you will support us. We are looking for a new direction for the district, and I'm building a whole new plan and a whole new system of administrators. We're not hearing that from you. We're not hearing anything from you, nothing at all. And that's what we're asking for. We're asking for the kind of respect you're looking for. You're asking us to stand up for you in front of taxpayers who are saying, I can't, Mr. Eldridge had mentioned how if you went to Blackstone and you asked for an override, you would get laughed or lynched out of town meeting because there wouldn't be any way to support it. I stood in front of people at town meeting and asked people to work together. And I'm telling people right now, whoever watching, whoever here, that I am supporting this override. That's my way of saying I'm supporting what you're asking for. I'm assuming you've done due diligence and you've earned my respect. Please don't slap me in the face by simply posting something from a major member. She hasn't been there 1 year. She hasn't been there 2. Whether you like her or whether you're not, you know what a fan base, for lack of a better word, she has. And what a ripple effect that will create in this elementary school. So I would please ask you to speak on this matter or send out a letter, some form of communication. We deserve it.
Mr. Chairman.
Mr.
Chairman, there's nobody slapping anybody in the face with this, and that was a bad choice of words on your part. You're not getting a slap, and neither is anybody else. That's not true. The procedure that was used is the procedure that should be used, and when I mention Harold Gould, I'm telling you the God's honest truth. I'm not creating or fabricating anything at all. As we move forward, you will be involved and you will be told what's going to be happening as we go from the point that we're at tonight. There's no doubt in my mind that this lady has a fan base, as you said it. Those are your words, right? That's what you said. Mm-hmm. She has supporters, and that's good. That's good. And we have supporters as well, and that's okay. But it isn't a team and a team. It's a group that's working together. You're the one that came with that theory. You're the one that said to me, the last time we had a conversation publicly, oh, please, Mr. Eldridge, don't start a war. That's what you said to me. Mm-hmm. Nobody wins. You remember that? And I apologize for misleading you because I would not start the war, but I don't keep my tongue in my pocket either. I don't do that. I only do it in a case like this. And it's not hiding behind the law. It's because of what I know what would happen. And I'm not going to let that go. And I won't be a part of it happening either. You've got to respect that. I'm using a lot of the words you use, respect.
I specifically told
You've got to
you
respect
that
the
I
law.
do respect your need to follow the law.
That's
I
right.
specifically and completely told you that. But if you have passed the legal hurdles that allow you to publicly post a position, there must be some form of communication you can put out. You've already started the public process, sir.
And I just said,
started it. We didn't start it.
I just
we didn't
said
dig
to
around
you,
to find it.
I just said to you, as we move forward with the procedure that's going to be used, information will be generated and made public that you'll be privy to and your group of people privy to as well. This isn't we're throwing everything away here. This isn't we're destroying anything here. In fact, it's really a positive thing that we're doing here. And it's too bad. It's too bad because a bad situation has just been made worse, in my opinion, with what I'm watching go on here tonight. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that, and gentleman in the back shaking his head, and that's okay. But I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying that. In all due respect to the person whose contract wasn't renewed, what does this do to help her? What does this discussion tonight do to help her? You've heard from this school committee. You've heard from every single member with the exception of Kathy. And you did hear from Kathy,
I
I'm
did.
sorry, she did express her opinion. And you heard from Mr. Buckley. What else do you want us to say to you?
Is it your procedures to not allow the staff to discuss it, to talk about it on campus, off campus? They are, I mean, that to me is, I mean, that's the First Amendment, freedom of speech. They were told they cannot speak about it. To me, that is just, that's what we're teaching our kids?
Who told them that? Can I ask?
You just did.
Yeah.
Did you, Ms.
The directive didn't come from the school committee, I can tell you that.
I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
No, I mean, but certainly, just because you happen to be an employee there, you don't put your First Amendment rights on a pie. I mean, some few people around this table like me do, but I'm not about to. Another thing is, I just want to point out is that, Mr. Eldridge, with all due respect, your discussion there about what things are going to get better, it kind of intimates that things aren't good. So I would really caution any statement to that effect.
Well, you can caution
Because
whatever you want to.
we have a known quantity, and now we're gonna go back into the
You know
abyss.
what, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Buckley's been in meetings with me, with this committee, in that room there, right here. He's fully aware, whether you know it or not, I'm saying it, he's fully aware what we're talking about.
If there's something that's about executive session, John, I have no knowledge of this topic being discussed.
Okay.
However, you know, you guys get together as the.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
go there,
No,
Mr.
no.
Buckley.
It was
That's
discussed,
That's
yeah.
disrespectful and it's misleading.
Yeah.
But it's true.
It is not
No,
true.
it's
It
not
isn't true.
Absolutely not true. And for
Don't
you
give me-
to
don't give me-
insinuate
don't-
that is bull. Pure bull.
Excuse me.
No,
I think
no
we've got to
excuse
wrap
you
this
at all.
up, I don't think
Excuse
it's
me,
being.
just to go on record, is
Excuse
that
me.
I'm not at all the
May
meetings
I
because I'm
please
forbidden to do
speak?
that.
This is the process that will occur. This is what we've used in the past when we've searched for a principal. I would like to come to the MESPA meeting as well as school council. Gather information from you about what's important in a principalship, what are you looking for, and then we would ask for people to join us on the committee. On our search committee here at the middle school, we have 2 parents, we have 2 community members, because it's both Blackstone and Millville. We would ask for a community member to also join us. We would ask for staff members to join us. We will be reviewing applications. We will be setting up interviews, and we will be having the interview process. During the interview process, in the second round, possibly third round, depending on the number of candidates that we receive, we will be asking them to come to visit the school, to have more dialogue with people, parents, faculty, staff members, and meet some students, because what we want to see is how do they interact with our kids, how do they interact with staff. Certainly, we invite the parents to be part of the process. We would like you to be part of the process. And that's really how it's going to go. We have the posting up. It ends at the end of April, and then we
End of
will.
May.
May
Oh, I'm
24th.
sorry, May. We are in May now. And we will begin. And that's the process that we will follow. We certainly want your involvement. We ask for your involvement, and would be happy to answer any questions regarding the interview process. I apologize. I cannot share reasons with you. I will not put the district in jeopardy of violating the law. I just can't share reasons. I can assure you it was not personal.
Thank you. Thank
Mrs.
you.
Kerb?
Thank you very much for answering. And Mr. Eldridge, you're the most vocal person out there, and for you to sit there and say that it's bad that we sat here and voiced our opinion, I don't think, if the situation were reversed, I can't imagine you sitting quietly. I just can't. Not in your capacity as a school committee member, but in your capacity as somebody who cares about your community, I highly doubt you, of all people, would sit silently. And that's the kind of information that we were looking for. We are not, and I do repeat it, we are not looking to cause this district liability. And I refuse to believe that people participating in government, and I don't want to start a war with you, but I refuse to believe that us participating and having a spirited discussion is going to ruin any process. And I just refuse to believe that. I can't imagine you think that way.
And I don't think that way either. I was concerned and I've been bothered for the last 30 minutes because at some point, the direction that the conversations were going in weren't doing anybody. Not even the woman at the head of discussion here any good at all. And I don't like to take something that, and what I tried to say, maybe I had a bad choice of words too, is take a situation that isn't really very good and make it a little worse. And I was afraid that that's where we were going, and I would never want to do that to her or to anybody. That's not a right and not a fair thing to do. And sometimes emotions overrun reality. Just like perception, in this case, I think, trumps reality as well, and it does every day of the week, until you know.
No,
until
it
you
does,
know.
and that's why we've been asking for a response, because you're right, and it goes both ways. It certainly harms Mrs. Tetreault's reputation.
I
It
understand.
harms the reputation of the school.
And I didn't want to
It
do
makes
that.
people in town question the school right when you want them to support something huge, and we all want that very much. And that's why we're asking for the communication to come, not just even so much from the school committee, but from the administration as well. There's no way, and I did say it publicly, I said it publicly at town meeting, I don't want to start a war. I have no interest in that. I don't, there's no
I think
need
you would.
for
You've
it.
got the potential to be a hell of a warrior.
I apologize, I'm reining myself in, I do a very good job.
You have a lot of potential.
Thank you.
Mrs.
I
Scanlon.
do appreciate, I think and I know, and I don't know what the process is, but I know there are parents who wish to speak. I know we've taken up time on your agenda. I don't know if it's in the public session that people
public
would,
forum?
that
Yes.
parents would speak,
Yeah.
or how that works.
This
but-
section was for the MESPA
Okay.
officers, and public forum will be later on.
And we'd also like to give you a copy of our petition, just so
Okay.
you know as well that we're not trying to serve, we're literally trying to.
Showing our support.
Understood.
I mean, we have personal
And
relationships.
just for the record, I'm sorry.
We have personal, I mean, I have known Eileen for 10 years. And no, we don't agree on everything, I mean, but who does?
Right.
And I have always seen her be professional. You know, puts the kids ahead of, you know, parents, you know, I mean, it's her school. And we just, and part of it was just the whole way it all came about. You know, we're trying to build trust, and we just felt that it wasn't there.
Can I ask a question? You know, for 8 years, you haven't been able to drink the water up there. 8 years. But never
Yeah.
once did you ever come running up here screaming about that. And I know why. Because you trusted Eileen Tetreault. And what she was telling me, she worked with the people in Blackstone because the central district, the central administration, not Ms. Schaeferhood, but her predecessors, pretty much threw that right in her lap.
To be honest,
And
I
you
can't
not once, and I'll tell you, if it
believe,
was me who was still there, I would have been crazy. And you think I'm nuts now, I mean, this is nothing. But, you know, the point is that that's gonna mean something. That has to resonate with the community, that has to resonate with the kids, and with what's done there. And unfortunately, I guess we can't see the forest for the trees.
Mrs. Staley,
Thank you for letting us come. We didn't come to start a war.
understood.
Oh,
We didn't take
We
We
know
really
that.
didn't.
We know that.
We looked at our school, which we are hopefully a big part of, and hopefully all want the best for the children, which is why we as parents are sitting up here, why you do the jobs you do. And we just think that she does a great job for our kids, and we wanted to show that to you, and show that she does do the best job for our kids, and that's why we send our kids there. Excuse me. I really don't want to start a war. We want to back you. We want to believe that the people who are serving for us are doing what we all want to do, and that's give the best education. I hope that you didn't view us coming here as wanting to be adversarial.
No.
No.
we
We
did not.
came,
Not at all.
we
Not at
came
all.
to,
We've got to stare down.
support.
And
Gordon.
actually, the war thing started between the Blackstone and Millville, and I
But-
thank you for coming up to the meeting and speaking on the Millville town floor. The